Hello YouTube and welcome back. As you can see, I made it to the top, just like the sign says. We're here at Chimney Rock National Monument. This is just outside of Pagosa Springs, Colorado. It is the last day in September 30th, 2025. And as you can see, we're at about 7,600 feet in elevation. You enter the National Monument right down there off the highway. Drive up, there's a parking lot with an interpretive center and visitor center. And then it's about 2.5 mile drive up here to the top. And then another short hike with about 200 feet of elevation gain to get here up to the top. Over here, the remains of kivas in the Great House. These were built around 700 to 1000 AD. Sometime after that, the Chacoan people left. They don't know why for sure. Some of this, majority of this, was excavated in the 1920s. And I think you can see there's some concrete right here used to patch together the stones. It looks pretty old. And then I was also reading there was a more recent excavation during the 1970s, which may explain this concrete work here that looks different, a little bit newer. You can see the kiva room. There's 2 circular kivas here and then some other additional rooms. It is mentioned that since this is on such a high plateau up here and not near any sources of water or food, this probably was not used for regular living, probably used more for ceremonial purposes. And walk back over here and you can see off in the distance, you can see Chimney Rock. That's where this place gets its name. That's closed off to any further hiking. I was kind of excited to get here, thinking maybe I could go ahead and hike all the way out there. I'm sure there is a way to get there, but it is closed off for nesting of peregrine falcons. So can't access that over there, although it would be pretty cool. This right here, where you can't hike any further, this is actually remains of a foundation of a fire lookout tower that was built in the 1950s. I believe it was removed somewhere around 2010, but you can see kind of the square remains of that lookout tower. Pretty cool. Got an awesome view from all directions. On the hike on the way up here, as mentioned, there's also a guard tower location just a little distance down the trail. And somehow, I don't know how they did it back then, but it said that they were able to build signal towers that could be seen from Mesa Verde and Chaco Canyon. And I think that's pretty cool that they were able to communicate with other communities like that way back then. It's a Tuesday in September. It's not very busy here. It's not very crowded. There is an interpretive guide at the parking lot up here. There are bathrooms also. And then, like I said, there's a visitor center down below with more information. So if you're ever in the Pagosa Springs, or let's see, what's the other town? Come check this out. It's a short drive from Pagosa Springs, about 30 minutes or so. Durango is the other direction west of here. Probably not too far of a drive from Durango either. So thanks for coming along on this little trip with us. We'll see you soon.